Okay, so I've got this Tonor 1600 DPI mouse today. It's a small mouse I wanted to use with my laptop. What I was looking for was a nice small mouse, which is hard to find these days, with the side buttons on, the thumb buttons for back and forth. It's hard to find a small one with those, so this one seems to have it, so I thought I'd give it a try. It's only cheap, it's only $8.99, so I'm not expecting much, but we shall have a look. This is the box. The first thing I notice is that it doesn't actually quite fit in the box perfectly. You can see how it bulges there. If I can show you there, you can see it's bulging the plastic slightly. It's not a big deal, but something that struck my attention straight away. So let's open it up. Okay, so out of the box we have our mouse, we have a warranty card, and our little instruction pamphlet there. Seems pretty straightforward. I'll talk you through it. The mouse itself, I'm sorry if this video is wiggling, I'm filming this on my phone. The mouse itself, you can feel straight away it's a cheap brittle plastic. If I can, you can't hear it so much there, but don't know if you can hear that. You can hear this very hollow and cheap kind of hard plastic. I think if you drop this, it's quite likely to crack. But you know, for the price you can't expect much. You've got the battery compartment there, the laser, you have a button which doesn't say, but it is actually, I think it's for pairing, and you have the on and off button. The feet itself are not padded or anything, they're just little stickers, little black pieces of paper stuck on the bottom. The top itself, and you notice as well, has got the Tonor logo there, which on the Amazon pictures it doesn't have that, but there you go. The buttons themselves have a slight matte feel to them, and by rubbing my nail on there I can feel there's a slight rubberized feel, nothing too high end. And the same with the scroll wheel itself, it has a slight rubber grip on there as well. That's the sound of the scroll wheel button. Yeah, not too loud, and the side buttons are quite quiet. Oh, that one's not. Back one is, front one's got more of a sound click to it. You can see when I do this, the front one wiggles as well, which says they're somehow connected, and it's got a little cheap look to it, but it's not too bad. It's a nice design. It's a small mouse. This is what I was looking for. Something small, doesn't take up too much room when I carry with my laptop, which is great. Might be a little too small, and my thumb here is kind of feels like I'm in the way of the buttons are in the way if I'm gripping it like this, but I think it'll be okay as long as I don't mind my fingers hanging off the edge there. But it's okay for simple laptop use if you're on the road. So let's try and pair it. I got an Acer V5. I think it's a 573p. So we'll turn it on now and take a look at how it pairs. I almost forgot we got to install the batteries first. So if you look in the battery compartment, and this is one thing that I noticed on the reviews, was that it's two AAA batteries, but one of them goes way deep into there. If you can see one goes really far inside, and there's no tab there to pull the batteries out, which is a bit strange. So what I've done is I've prepared a little sheet of paper, cut a bit of scrap paper, and I'm going to put that in so I can easily pull out the batteries afterwards. So let's put them in. Okay, so what you can see now, I've put the batteries in, and I've put the piece of paper below and around and wrap and up and through and over, so that I can pull it out when I need to, nice and easily. So we put the cover on. Okay, so the cover's on. You can see the piece of paper in there. I folded it in nicely. So we'll check this out. This is Windows 10. So we'll just log in here one sec. Okay, I'm going to film this with my phone because I don't have screen capture installed on the laptop. So we're going to have to make do with the video camera. So let's go to the settings, Bluetooth, and not Bluetooth, there you go. Okay, let's turn on the mouse. Right, the mouse is on. Let's press the match button. That's what it calls it in the book. and just turn on the Bluetooth on the PC. There you go, straight away, look at that, mouse ready to pair. Just click that and pair. See how it does, there it goes. Oop, there it goes, he's alive. Connected. Okay, let's check this out then. Oh, look at that, there we go. So, working nice and quick. Lovely. So we stop that. Okay, so something I'm noticing is that the back and forward button is actually working the wrong way around. I can't see why. If I'm on a web page here, I'm on Wikipedia computer mouse. If I press back now, nothing happens. If I press forward, it goes back. If I press back now, it goes forward. So that's a strange one. Don't know why it's whether it's intentionally that way or whether there's something wrong with it. But there you go. If it's something you can get used to, you think, then you should be okay. Another thing to note is there's no lights on here. Like a lot of mice these days have lights, LEDs built in, so there's nothing on here, so it doesn't waste your battery power. You see a little red light lighting up when I move it. That, of course, in the scroll wheel there is just the laser underneath, which is shining through, and you can see it there inside the mouse, the side buttons there. Feels okay in the hand, and we have a DPI button as well on the top there. You can hardly see it because everything's black. So let's see if that's the normal speed there. Oh yeah, I can feel that's definitely faster, and that's slower. So you have 3 levels of DPI settings there, and of course the best thing about this mouse is that it frees up your USB ports. I don't have anything in them. You know, as small as USB dongles are these days, they still stick out just a little bit. So at least now I don't have to have them sticking out, and I don't have to have them carried around with me or taking up a USB port. Testing this out about 4 or 5 meters away. It actually surprises me that it does work. Zoom that in there, you can see the mouse moves around fine and up and down. So I'm not sure what the limit of this is, but I'm happy with that. I'd never want to use my laptop this far away, but there you go. It's good to know I can if I did want to. First impressions seem okay, you know, for this price. Well, only time will tell whether it's actually going to stay reliable or die. So there we go. Anyway, I'll update this in the future if any change. Ciao for now. Okay, little problem to add. My paper idea failed. I tried to pull out the batteries and it just ripped in half, leaving the batteries inside. The top one comes out easy enough, but the bottom one, it took some doing. I had to get a scissors in the end. You'd have to use a scissors or a knife or something to stick in there and try and wedge it out, which I ended up damaging the battery slightly there. Well, it's only the skin, but still. Yeah, it was right job trying to get them out, and also pulling them. While pulling the battery out, it was in there so tight. I don't know if you can see it in there. It actually damaged one of the springs. It bent it out of shape because it was holding onto that battery so tight. It pulled the spring up when I was pulling up the battery, and it's now bent. So I don't know if it's even going to work. I have to try and bend it into shape, but to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to bother. Nice looking mouse, but I don't know. I think I'd probably stay away from this one personally if I was you. It's not good enough. You know, for $8.99 I think it was, you're better off paying a little bit extra. I had this one for $11.99, which is the Havat one, and it's much better quality, slightly larger in size. I believe you can see there. Put that one behind. Not much in it, but yeah, so value for money is definitely much better for the extra 2 or 3 quid. I'd stay away from the Tonor and go with the Havat.